studio audience we have here today, welcome to the only show that brings you those perfect gifts for the designer or engineer in your life. They're just so difficult to buy for, aren't they? And might I say, we got some exciting new gift ideas for you. Today we look at 3 revolutionary products, and as a special treat, we even have the inventors behind these amazing products here to share some of their secrets. So strap yourselves in, folks, as we introduce our first product, a product that will revolutionize lunchtimes forever.
Too much work to do and not enough time? Are you having to work through lunch again to catch up? Tired of those boring old limp sandwiches? How about a nice thick juicy steak right at your desk? Sounds impossible? Introducing the SolidGrill 3000, a revolutionary new way to make delicious, healthy meals without ever leaving your cubicle. This marvel of modern technology harnesses the power of your laptop. The computer processor generates a completely natural form of heating and is an environmentally safe way to cook. Why waste all that heat when you can use it to cook the most nutritious meals known to man? Delicious, juicy steaks and burgers. In no time at all, you'll have a meal fit for a king. Then simply wipe the grease from the keyboard using the optional Solid Wow absorbent keyboard cover, and you get that drawing finished on time. The SolidGrill 3000 is so portable, it fits right in your regular size laptop bag. You know how difficult it is to carry your regular grill, but now you don't need it. You can use that extra space to store different varieties of meat, chicken, seafood, or whatever takes your fancy. Why not take them all and decide later? Don't like airline food? No problem. Meat right at your seat. The SolidGrill 3000 is so easy to use. Simply fire up your laptop, start our patent-pending processor-intensive software to get that CPU really heated up, throw on your favorite food. You'll know when it's ready when you get all those admiring glances from your colleagues as the aroma of freshly cooked meat permeates the office. But look out, can you handle being the most popular person on your floor? The SolidGrill 3000 is the healthiest way to cook at your desk. Place your laptop on the optional docking station, and the patent-pending slight angle ensures all the fat runs right onto your desk, not onto your burger. And it's so easy to clean. All the fat runs right off. It's even dishwasher safe. The health benefits are undeniable. Take a look at this chart. Over 99% of SolidGrill 3000 users will lose weight sometime in their life, compared to only 98% of users of other fat-reducing grills. Even the experts agree.
Hi, Doc Brown here, and I endorse this product. Was that good?
The SolidGrill 3000. Order now, lose weight, make tasty treats, and get your design work done on time.
Who would have thought such a crazy idea would work? Let's find out just how we did that as we bring the inventor of the SolidGrill up on stage. Neil Cook, give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. So Neil, we're all interested to hear how you designed this product and what gave you the inspiration.
Well, Jeremy, one day I got my laptop out of my bag and realised I left it switched on. I was just so hot, I thought, man, you could fry an egg on that. And I thought, why stop at eggs? So I installed SolidWorks 2014 and set to work. It really is an amazing piece of kit.
Neil, this is an amazing product. So why don't you share with us how SolidWorks 14 helped you detail this laptop assembly?
Assembly contains this part. All of the dimensions and annotations are preserved.
Impressive, Neil. So that means I can replace burgers with hot dogs?
I guess so. Anyway, when I go to add more views from the view palette on the screen, usually solved by toggling the view settings from draft quality to high quality. You can even set that as the system default.
So I see you added some high performance vents to the back of the screen. Can we take a closer look at those?
Sure thing. And while I'm at it, I'll dimension these features using angular running dimensions. They're just like ordinate dimensions, but, well, angular.
Those look really nice. But can you make them look prettier?
Sure I can. I can chain the dimensions, run them bidirectionally, and set the extension lines to the center. And, just like ordinate dimensions, I can go back at any time and add some angular running dimensions, ensuring I don't miss a thing.
Neil, that's got my motor running. Angular running, that is. But what about a bill of materials for the solid grill. How did you handle that?
Well, let me show you. When we add a bill of materials with this many components, there's just not enough room to display everything on a single sheet. SolidWorks 2014 now lets you split the table by row count, so just 32, which will fit nicely on one sheet.
But what if you add any more parts? Like, it looks like you need to add some more keys to the design here.
Well, Jeremy, the best thing is that because I chose a lot number of rows, SolidWorks will remember how many I specified. When we return to the drawing, it automatically adds another column once we hit 32 rows.
Well, Neil, I'm impressed with both the solid grill and your detailing prowess. How did you market this product? Was SolidWorks able to help you with any of the images or videos?
Absolutely. See-through rendering. With this technology, you can clearly see the internal components delivering at an even temperature across the entire grilling area.
And that means juicy burgers, folks, in just minutes every time you grill.
That's right. And another hot feature is sunlight. Since 73.6% of our customers like grilling outside, it's critical to show natural sunlight. You simply enter the longitude and latitude of any location, select the date and time of day, and you can even simulate a beautiful cloudy British summer's day. Based on these results, we published the best-selling guide, 100 Places to Grill Before You Die. For sale, it's only $9.99.
But if you act now, we'll throw that in at no extra charge.
And just like any other lights in SolidWorks, you can create a solar access study and animate the sun's position to create stunning rendering effects. Thanks to network rendering, even complex animations can be rendered fast. In fact, the video you're seeing right now is rendered using PhotoView 360. The only thing that's missing is the smoke.
Nice. Neil, I'm thinking that as the sun sets over beautiful Orlando, Florida, I might just grill myself a burger. But my biggest curiosity is how did you package all those electronics into such a small device? How did you handle the heat?
Jeremy, that's an excellent question. To make sure your burger is cooked evenly through, the layout of the circuit board is absolutely critical. So what I use is specially designed super hot CPUs and SolidWorks, which now supports thermal properties like specific heat, thermal conductivity, and heat output for each and every component on the board.
Wow, that's cool. Or should I say hot?
You can say whatever you like, but this information is priceless and comes from an imported ECAD file, system defaults, or can be manually entered into the library. These are then automatically added as custom property in SolidWorks generated parts.
Okay, that's great, but how does that help me grill burgers?
Well, SolidWorks Flow Simulation can now scan for these properties and assign them to each component or automatically create heat sources. You can even choose which ones to use and which ones to ignore. So, for complex circuits with lots of heat sources, you can imagine how much time you save and how many mistakes you avoid by not having to re-enter information each and every time. By reusing the component data, I was able to turn up the heat on this design, ensure even cooking across the entire keyboard, and guarantee it's only the burger that is smoking.
Neil, that's one really hot product if I do say so myself. Well folks, if you're still not convinced, we took the solid grill around the office, and here's what a couple people had to say.
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
I'm having a juicy burger. It's only 9 a.m. Thanks, Solid Grill.
I've been using Solid Grill for a week now, and I've lost over 200 pounds.
I love solid grill so much, I bought one for everyone in the office. Solid grill's on me, folks.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks.
Order your Solid Grill 3000 now for only $19.99. But call now and you'll get the Solid Wow absorbent keyboard cover absolutely free. That's a $50 value. Just pay separate shipping and handling. This limited time offer is not available in stores, so call now.
Next up is a product that not only helps you design anywhere, anytime, but also helps keep you in shape. Let's take a look.
Uh-oh, this guy doesn't look happy working. That looks like a lot of paperwork to get through. Are you going to have time for anything else? Tired of just sitting and working at a desk all day? Or has work been eating into your exercise time? Wouldn't it be great to have a change of scenery and burn some calories at the same time? Introducing the Solid Workout, a device that lets you work anywhere, anytime. Built with the same high-tech materials used in the novelty toy industry, this modern marvel of innovation lets you design in any environment. As you exercise, you can make those final design modifications with ease. Not only that, you are also generating power for your laptop while you exercise, saving money and preserving the environment for your children's future. The ergonomically designed Solid Workout makes it intuitive to use, and you'll have no aches and pains after your design work is done. Just a great-looking body that will be the envy of your coworkers. Many advanced options are built into the product to make sure it is as convenient as possible to design when and where you want to. You will liven up your meetings and stay focused thanks to the Solid Workout. Use the integrated pedal buttons to advance PowerPoint slides for you, leaving your hands free for other tasks. People will be looking up to you for direction and guidance after using the Solid Workout. But it doesn't stop there. You can work on the road like you never could before. Integrated gyro stabilization ensures you can file your drawings while doing the most challenging riding. A built-in satellite receiver ensures connectivity anywhere, anytime, and turn-by-turn directions are provided at no extra cost. With the optional battery pack, you can take your SolidWorks 3000 with you too, making it easy to eat, work, and play at the same time.
What an awesome concept. Keeping in shapes, well, creating complex shapes. Let's meet the man behind this revolution in exercise and design. Justin, come on down. Wow, Justin, this is a great product, but I guess I thought your legs would be bigger from all that riding.
Well, the Solid Workout is not just about bulking up. It's also about being productive. I just sent you 2 emails, just right now.
Oh, look at that, you did. So tell me, where did this great idea come from?
Well, Jeremy, everybody wishes they had more hours in the day for work. So, what the Solid Workout lets you do is work all day you can work on the way to work, you can work all day at work, you can work on the way back home, you can even work while you're out getting some exercise in your spare time. Just think how happy my boss is right now.
Sure he is. Justin, I wanted you to join us here today to share with us a few ways that SolidWorks 2014 helped you design this amazing Solid Workout.
Absolutely. I mean, I really couldn't have designed such a great product without SolidWorks 2014. Let me show you. First, we need to build in some adjustability for attaching this laptop.
But it already looks like it has counterboard holes in the bracket and the hardware is already assembled.
Well, with SolidWorks 2014, we use this new slot option in the hole wizard. Simply swap out the holes for a slot. Standard-based slots such as counterbore, countersink, and regular slots are available. And just like standard holes, you can pick the standard, the type, and then key in the length dimension. And all that's left to do now is just position and orient it.
That looks great, but what about those fasteners?
Well, what's really great about this is that the hardware stays in place. They are locked to the temporary axes that are automatically placed in the slot.
Cool. Now you got me thinking, how did you create enough power for this thing?
Well, it's all about gear ratio. Changing this enables any user, fast or slow, to generate enough power to power the Solid Workout. As we look at this sketch, you can see the chain here, and you can see that we've got a derailleur positioned, and we can move the lower gear back and forth. With the new driving dimension option, you're now able to add a path length that drives the length of the chain, and without having to really create a block or a belt chain tool. And what's great is that now if the chain length is driving, you can change whichever gear is used and attach it to a different path. So if you attach it to the larger gear on the outside, it automatically updates and the derailleur will keep the gear in tension.
Wait, you just changed the length of the change. How will you know how many lengths to put in there now?
Well, don't worry about this. The equation is perfect. Adding an equation to this pattern using the path length dimension will add 2 more links to the chain. And if ever you change this, the chain length will update. So you can pedal your way to more productivity, however long the chain is.
This is great, but I'm made for comfort, and that seat doesn't look very comfortable.
Well, just for you, Jeremy, I can add a little bit more foam in there, but what really makes the seat comfortable is the shape. With the new fixed length spline, you can set the length and be confident that when you drag the spline around, it will always maintain the length.
So it really doesn't matter how you move that spline?
No, not at all. You can drag around any of the points, you can use any of the manipulators, and the length is always maintained. In fact, what made this seat really easy to design is this new style spline. The style spline gives you more control and quality to get exactly the shape you need. You create the spline using control vertices, add relations, dimensions to control the shape. You know, this is not just a simple way to create splines. This gives you better quality. In fact, look at the curvature of the old spline. You can see there are many spikes, and you need to remove those and tweak the spline probably. But with a new style spline, this simply isn't a problem.
This looks really good, Justin. I'm impressed by it. What just happened to those splines, though?
Well, I know I did that fast, so let me show you again. In SolidWorks 2014, you can replace sketch entities. This means that I can just replace the old spline with this new one. And what's awesome about this is that all references are replaced, updating all downstream features.
Well, Justin, I know my productivity will be thankful for a more comfortable seat. Now, Justin, I noticed you had two different versions of the Solid Workout. One of those had a workstation attached for extra performance. I'm interested, how did you connect that into the existing electrical system?
Well, Jeremy, I relied on SolidWorks Electrical to design the critical parts of the SolidWorks optional workstation power converter. What I really like about SolidWorks Electrical is that not only can you review the schematic directly in the SolidWorks interface, but you also have the ability to automatically route simple or complex harnesses. This workstation here contains several cables that were defined in the schematic by the electrical engineer. The required connectors are instantly available to the SolidWorks user, and they can be inserted by just simply snapping them into place. Now, after all four connectors are positioned, the harness can be created with a simple click of a button.
Sort of like a "that was easy" button?
Just like that. And I know you like making things easy, so take a look at this. If you need to reuse any cable or harness, you can easily reuse just any of them. Simply select an existing harness and then either place a new connector or you reuse any of the existing connectors that are already in the model. Once the new harness is inserted and the connectors are reattached, it will automatically reroute the cable. Now, you never have to design the same harness more than once.
Justin, that's electric.
Wait. I'm not finished yet, I'm not finished. The flatten representation has also been greatly improved with the new editing tools and the ability to include clips. On top of that though, the connector pins are coloured, making it so easy for people on the shop floor to identify where each wire goes.
Wow, that looks so easy to understand. I bet even I could wire that harness. It's pretty nice. Thinking, how do you keep this laptop from falling off the handlebars when you're out mountain biking?
It's a good question. The mounting system was really important and we needed to get it right. SolidWorks Simulation now detects any fasteners that were used in that assembly and can automatically create connectors in the simulation model. So it captures the size, the type, the strength, and even the preload of all connectors.
That's a relief. I would hate to see this high-performance laptop fall off and break.
Well, another great thing in Simulation 2014 is that if you model just a portion of the design using symmetry, you can now visualize the results over the entire model. That really helps reduce simulation time and helps other people understand the results by giving them the full picture of what's happening.
That's good. I was hoping this wasn't one of those one-handled bikes. But did you also make the battery case as rugged as those handlebar brackets?
Well, I was able to study the injection molding process for this case. And in SolidWorks 2014, you can now take the in-mold residual stress, and then using plastics, you can determine the final built-in stress and part warpage in SolidWorks Simulation. Just export the results and then link them to a simulation study. You can even use the residual stress and also add other loads to give you a complete picture of the whole stress in this case design. This new capability provides a far more accurate analysis of this design, but in less time. In fact, you could say that we're taking the workout of the simulation process.
It's pretty nice. Justin, it looks like you're really dedicated to delivering your customers a great product and a great workout.
That is exactly what we're all about. But don't take my word for it. Let's take a look at what these happy customers had to say.
Get solid workout for solid presentations and solid legs.
With Solid Workout, I've cut my commute time in half and increased my productivity. I've never felt better.
With Solid Workout, I've never been in better shape. Check out these guns. Thanks, Solid Workout.
Order your Solid Workout now for 3 easy payments of $49.99. But call now and you'll get the Solid Workout External Power Pack absolutely free. That's a $200 value. Just pay separate shipping and handling. This limited time offer is not available in stores, so call now.
Justin, this is absolutely amazing. I think I need to look at getting one of these, especially having just come off the holiday season. Thanks again for joining us today. Let's hear it for Justin as he rides the Solid Workout off into the sunset. Next up, a product that takes away the frustration from home do-it-yourself enthusiasts and professional engineers alike. Let's take a look at the brand new Design Belt Premium.
Can't access all of your tools when you need them because all the paperwork is in the way or they're out of reach? Tired of trying to get that home project put together with all those unruly assembly instructions and blueprints laying all over the place? Need to make changes to your project while you're working on it and the computer is all the way on the other side of your shop? Then you need the Design Belt Premium Engineering Tool Belt. Created for the ultimate home DIY enthusiast. You can now work on your design and build your projects at the same time. No more drawings getting in the way of your work. No more trying to juggle with all those tools. It's all available right at your fingertips. There's a place for every tool in your shop, all within easy reach, keeping your design tools and your building tools together in one place. You can now design the ultimate home projects while you build them, using the latest in CAD technology to make parametric changes on the fly. Who knows what you could come up with next? It works great for those automotive repairs as well. Carry the Design Belt Premium Tool Belt wherever your design skills are needed. With the Design Belt Premium, this mechanic is able to fit this 2 4-barrels onto this Yaris right in his driveway. With a spot for every tool, your tape measure and calipers are always ready to make those last-minute adjustments right in SolidWorks, installed on this Design Belt Premium. Ever go to replace a garbage disposal only to find out it doesn't fit? Well, wouldn't it be nice if you could design a new one on the fly right there? Well, now you can. With access to so many tools in one spot, there's nothing keeping you back. Simple repair and installation jobs are no longer a chore. 3D via Composer built right in, interactive instructions and user guides are always with your tools. No need to go looking for them. And if you act now, we'll throw in this compact design tool professional utility Bluetooth mouse at no extra cost. Useful for those hard to reach spots when you just can't wait to right click.
Wow, what an innovative idea. Let's meet the guy with a tool for every job. Mark, come on up. It's nice to see you carrying a design belt wherever you go.
I like to be ready for anything, Jeremy. That's why I have SolidWorks 2014 installed on my Design Belt Premium.
Well, Mark, why don't you use SolidWorks 2014 and spend a few minutes and show us a few ways it helped you design this masterpiece?
Sure thing. Let's take a look.
Mark, what is this?
That's the Design Belt Premium.
No, I mean all these toolbars.
I like to have all my tools available at my fingertips.
Well, can we clean it up some to show these folks the design belt?
Well, that's easy with SolidWorks 2014, which now has environment themes that I can switch between. There are several pre-created themes for common tasks, but you can also create your own. Let me open a part and create a new one that I'd use for sheet metal. Just save an existing theme and give it a name. Choose which settings to include.
Themes, you mean like a Disney theme park?
No, not exactly. I can customize it the way I like, such as streamlining the command manager to include just the right tools for the task, such as sheet metal design. I can even add unique buttons to the toolbars and modify the hotkeys and mouse gestures, making them specific to this theme.
It's impressive and much cleaner looking.
Jeremy, I don't know if this design belt's going to quite fit you. You might need a little larger one.
Hey, I'm just big boned. But how are you going to find the feature that drives that in the assembly?
Well, with the new feature history folder at the top of the feature manager, the last 5 features I've worked on are always available. Here's the sketch that controls the size of the belt. I'll just add a little extra room for you.
Looks like a slightly better fit. I'd like to see what that looks like where the lid can open. Can you do that for us?
Actually, now I can make an assembly flexible right from the context pop-up. I just had a great idea. Let me save a new copy of the lid assembly.
Mark, I don't think we have time to go through the process of saving all these files as copies.
Jeremy, it's easy in 2014. They've completely streamlined the process. I just choose Save As Copy, and then choose the option to leave the new copy open. I can even create copies of all the parts right here, and give them a prefix or suffix, all from the Save As dialog. And the new version is ready and open, ready to be worked on. Yet, when I go back to the design belt assembly, the original is still intact.
That's nice, Mark. Mark, it looks like the SolidWorks 2014 is as user-friendly as your design belt, but I got to thinking, I'm actually curious how those changes would look on me. It sure would be nice if I knew it fit ahead of time.
Tell you what, why don't you put this on?
We going to get a lobster or something?
No lobster, no lobster. What I want to do is I want to show you how the design belt would fit using e-drawings with augmented reality.
So, what do you think about that? Mark, that's awesome. But why don't you share with us a little bit how you keep all these tool pouches in place?
You bet, Jeremy. We did this using some sheet metal brackets. One of the things 2014 allows us to do is add corner gussets to sheet metal parts. There are several options, from intended depth to controlling each length of the gusset. We can even specify the width and add draft. It's all done pretty easily.
Mark, this looks really good, but I've got to ask, when you add a corner gusset, will you be able to unfold this part?
Absolutely. Gussets are automatically ignored when a sheet metal part is unfolded.
Mark, that looks really good, but I noticed when you walked up, there's a lot of heat coming out of the bottom of this thing. How did you handle that?
We solved that with some deflectors. Let me show you. We've always been able to create lofted bends, and now have an option for transition bends as well. We can control the bends with several choices, such as chord tolerance, number of bends. For instance, for this sheet metal part, I wanted to ensure I had 10 breaks across the loft. I'll quickly add some mounting flanges, and the deflector is finished that quickly.
Mark, that's incredible, but you know what I'm going to ask. Will it blend? I mean bend. I mean unfold.
Are you kidding me? This is SolidWorks. Of course it will. And the blank gives us all the break lines from manufacturing.
That's great. Well, it looks like I'll never be bent out of shape with such powerful sheet metal tools. But with so many parts to work around, how did you get this thing assembled in such a timely manner?
Great question, Jeremy. Since we're doing so much on this machine, we needed to make some upgrades to the laptop. So we added some new high-power fans and added some new hardware. Now, in SolidWorks 2014, when smart mating, components no longer immediately try to mate themselves to other geometry. Smart mating only happens when you pause a bit over what you want to mate to, and this pause is customizable to your liking.
As customizable as the design belt?
Absolutely. Now I need to add a pattern. I need a pattern to screw to the other holes, but the laptop case is an imported part and we don't have an available feature to populate the pattern. But with 2014, we used the new component-driven pattern to copy the parameters from an existing linear pattern that we previously created. Instead of choosing a feature to reference, we can now choose an existing component pattern.
It looks like a huge time saver and a pattern tongue twister.
Yeah, it sure was, Jeremy. I need to add some more RAM and a bigger hard drive. And to show how the RAM is added to the laptop, we use the new rotate capabilities in the Explode tool. spun the screw out, pivoted the ram cover to demonstrate the procedure to replace the ram. Let me show you how we did it on the hard drive cover. It's with any exploded view. Choose the items to explode, add the translation. But now I can add rotation as well. We want to turn the screws 2 revolutions counterclockwise. Next, I need to rotate the cover out of position, and to do so, I just needed to reposition the manipulator to the edge on the right. Then just drag the rotation ring to rotate the door. Now when I animate the explode, we can clearly see how to upgrade the hard drive.
Oh, I'm getting a little dizzy watching those screws spin around. Nicely done.
Yeah, you're dizzy, all right. Finally, since the battery was never made into place, I'll use the new quick mates. These are huge time savers. I'll just select the items to be mated, and select a quick mate, and they snap together. These behave just like relations in Sketcher, in that they are intelligent and only present the mates that are appropriate for the selections.
Wow, Mark, you made that look like a snap.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh. It looks good, Mark. Mark, you make assembling in SolidWorks look as easy as the design belt yourself. Well, folks, if you're interested in this great product, let's take one last look at a few of the great benefits.
If it wasn't for the Design Belt Premium, this user would never have met his 1-month deadline to get this building designed and built. Thanks to the Design Belt Premium, this mechanic added another 234 horsepower before the drag race this weekend, giving him a real edge over the Prius and other hybrids. He finally fixed that pesky drain and designed a new garbage disposal at the same time, making more time for other projects around the house. Call now and receive your Design Belt Premium at this special introductory price of $29.99. The next 2 callers will receive the handy Design Tool Professional Bluetooth mouse at no extra cost. Just pay an extra $9.99 shipping and handling. Product shown, not actual product. Actors are SolidWorks employees and do not actually endorse these products. All software purchased separately. This offer is not available in stores or anywhere for that matter.